It's time to start running!
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl. It's our Thursday night stream and also our last stream before we go away with work and vacation. So today is the last stream, with the next stream not scheduled until September the 3rd. So we're going away for 5 and a bit weeks. So 3 weeks of work, 2 weeks of vacation. Vacation been planned for a long time. Work hasn't. It unfortunately just joined together to create this long period, but it is what it is and is the nature of what I do, right? So that's one of the reasons we are where we are with our streaming, because we just can't do it regularly. But we have fun doing it. It's a hobby, and that's why we're doing it. So anyway, we're continuing with Dune Awakening. We're going to be doing some deep desert stuff. We're going to be starting off doing some Imperial testing stations in the shield walls, in the PvE area. We only did one of those yesterday, so we're going to go try and get some maps from there and check it out. What have I done since yesterday? Now we're a bit more familiar with the deep desert, because we only went there for the first time yesterday. Is I have probed all of the A-line, survey probed, so we now know where all of those testing stations and wrecks and things are. We've also managed to pick up some spice today, and started refining that, and we got ourselves a medium chemical refinery. The next task is to get a medium spice refinery. We've got enough spice cooking to do that, but we will need more plastanium. So anyway, first of all, we want to start up not farming but taking on those testing stations. Therefore, we're going in the scout and we're going to the deep desert. Got our Lita John, we've got our ammo, bandages, and that's it. We're going pretty lightweight because I want to get as much loot from this stuff as I can. I'm in particular need of gun parts, funnily enough, because we need that to make Adept Jabal sniper rifles to turn in for a Lance Rep. Okay, there we go. Deep desert and track. Off we go. I want to come in as far over this side as I can. Let's see what we've got. In terms of gear, we're in full duraluminum gear, so we haven't got to the plastanium a bit yet. We haven't even got the weapons thing or anything for that. Right, we've got testing station and 2 wrecks, so let's start with the furthest wreck and do that first. The rocks are all very high around here, so it makes flying around a bit of a pain in the Thopter. So I'm hoping that we've got the gear to take these on. We noticed the wrecks in the PvP area were pretty high tier, though we did a testing station on the shield wall here in the PvE area, and that was tier 5 guys. So I'm hoping that we've got the same here. So we're going to come and do that one next, but we're going to do this one up here first. Can we get on top of it? Okay. Guessing the entrance is down here. So, first thing is a key. So we've got down there, but we can go through here first. Okay. Thermoelectric coolers. Oh, nice, another door. Oh! This is not what I was expecting. How does he not die? Interesting. Not what I was expecting to start, but there we go. Nothing else in here. Right, so we can drop down. Mercenary gear. Fussed about that. The key. Okay.
Engaging shield. Ready, stone.
Jesus, he didn't want to die. He did not want to die. Hail Hydra 981 with the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying. As we just started our stream, and we're mucking around in the deep desert. Yep. Right, okay, so we're going to go up here, like so, and then down here, and round, and down, and there's our key. Garbage. Nothing. Ah, there is a chest. Okay, clear so far. Alright, that means we can come back up to the entrance over here. Oh shit, man, we got. He does not want to die. These guys do not want to die. Holy shit, man. Still can't get my claw off. Ooh, and he dodged, and then the wall here has a bigger hitbox. Weasel. That's fine. Ooh, Shaitan's tongue. That's new. What the frick is that? Flamethrower. We just got ourselves a flamethrower, baby. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. Anything else over here? Is that all you're going to give me in here? Damn you. Damn you. And is there a quick exit? No. Rubbish. That's not that far away. Cool. Right, the next piece of Larek is over here. Let's get that power back. Hail Hydra, and which server am I on? I'm on a private server, my dude. I'm on a private server. Yep. A private server which is not mine. Mm-hmm. Best way to play? This is part of a community, so yeah, I guess in a way it's a good way to play. But I mean, the thing with a private server to remember is that is there a hole up here? Is that you're still only one siege on a world. So the community that I'm in has 5 private servers. So they have 5 sieges, and is it 10 sieges per world? I think it's 10 sieges per world. So there's still 5 other sieges or 5 other servers with players on who are in the deep desert. So like while Hagar Basin is just that one private server, the deep desert and the social hubs are still 5 other sieges with people that you don't know. Where's the entrance to this thing? There it is. Oh shit. Really? There we go. What? Go. Too much griefing in regular servers. There was a lot of griefing. I used to be on Scorpius and Odin, and I found too much griefing. And then I found this community that had 5 private servers, so that's where I decided to go. I don't mind the principles of PvP. I don't consider PvP 6 ornithopters landing on you, blocking you, trying to get you eaten by the worm, trying to get, you know, or anything like that, or even when you're going into the PvP area, you know, one solo guy out there farming some mats and you ganking him. I don't really consider that true PvP. My issue is I wish the deep desert was, if you took Hagar Basin and you split each of the regions up in Hagar Basin and then put large areas of deep desert in between them, that's how I would want the deep desert. I wish there was more land mass for people on foot and in buggies to fight over. Right now, why would you ever PvP in a buggy here? There's just not enough landmass, and the landmass, because it's so barren and worm-ridden, forces people down the Ornithopter route, and that's why there's so many Ornithopters. In reality, if there was a Haga Basin landmass, let's say you had Haga Rift, right, that was surrounded by deep desert, man, you'd have so much cool PvP going on, because people would be in buggies, zipping down ramps and across the ledges. They'd be on foot. You wouldn't have Ornithopters in there, but they'd be getting hung up too much. They'd be too vulnerable. So I just don't think the map and the land masses suit anything other than Ornithopter ganking. Yeah. So, personal opinion, but that's my take on it. If you look at other PvP games, you know, if you took a Battlefield, right? Because in a way, you kind of want this to be almost like a Battlefield level, lots of people, you know, fighting it out, vehicles on foot, all that sort of thing, right? There's a whole landmass, whereas 90% of the deep desert map, you can't even stand on, right? Because you're going to get ate by the worm. Well, that doesn't encourage me to fight on foot or in a buggy. It encourages me to get in a Thopter and fly around, and that's it. So, yeah. But yeah, I definitely am of the view that, I'm definitely of the view that the private server has been, it's been night and day being part of a community. Night and day. Yeah. Best thing I ever did was, and I had a level 170 something character and a level 140 something character, and I re-rolled and I'm back up to 170 something, 77 or something on this one. So it's the best thing I ever did was to re-roll onto this. Right, we're pretty full, but we're going to get rid of that to start with because that's garbage, and the rest of it, we can get rid of that fiber for now, and then we'll see where we are. We're going to go to a testing station now and give that a go. So yeah, that's where I am, Hail Hydra. I'm not, you know, I am a PvEer, base builder, farmer, industrialist, whatever you want to call it at heart, right? That is what I prefer to do the most. But I'm not against people having PvP. But for me, it should be valid, consensual PvP in the right way. You know, if I was able, and the other thing is who wants to really have an even fight in an Ornithopter? Ornithopters cost a lot of materials for the average player, you know, who's got, you know, school, university, family, kids, job, whatever. Who wants to be throwing that away all the time? Whereas if you kill me, and you know, I'm just dropping the loot in my bags, that's a whole different ball game, right? So you had to start over because 6 rocket scouts versus 1 cargo. It's not PvE. It's not PvP. It's not PvP at all. Absolutely not. So no, I 100% agree. I think I just wish there was reasons to PvP properly and that a map supported it. I really don't think the current map is geared towards decent quality PvP because so much of it is unusable. Like I say, there's rocket buggies. Oh my god, I want to take a buggy with rockets on and drive around and shoot the rockets and have a reason to shoot the rockets with the buggy. That would be wicked. It would be cool if you could shoot while riding a sandbike. That would be wicked. You know, stuff like that. But where are you going to do that except on the Western Shield? Well, in the deep desert, a sandbike will go from one end of them rocky places to the other in about 10 seconds. It's crazy. So I hope eventually, my hope eventually is that I would love to see, not Haga Basin itself, but if you imagine a map like Haga Basin, but with all those individual regions, Jabal, Haga Rift, Udum, Vermilius Gap, as a single like island with massive bits of deep desert in between, so you got to fly in between, or you got to risk the worm or whatever, and you can have your spice flows, and you can't just drive a sand crawler out and back. You need some space. But then you have these really decent sized islands with NPC strongholds, with good stuff to fight over, with cool stuff that people want to fight over, but lends itself not to Ornithopter combat. You tried the rocket buggy, 2 scout rockets dropped you. Yeah, but now imagine if you had that rocket buggy in Hagar Rift. Right, they're going to be so low and so close to you that you're not going to be solo. You'd be in with a group of people. You'd absolutely mow those Thopters down. You need to have terrain and map that supports that type of gameplay, and right now it doesn't. The map design right now supports Ornithopter gameplay. Be like playing Battlefield with some rocks sticking out the ocean. It's not going to work. Oh, you don't have... Man, those hitboxes. Come on, man. There we go. Cute. World map equal deep desert. Yeah, kind of, but it needs to be a bit more seamless than the world map, to be honest, in my view. Like I say, Hagar Basin is actually perfect if you had bigger gaps of sand between each of the areas. And of course, it would all have to be high-tier stuff, right? So I don't think we should do that with Hagar Basin, but I think you kind of get what I'm trying to get at. When you first started, you're in heaven. Now it's more toxic than Rust. I can only recommend, dude, is find a community that has one or other private servers, and I think you'll get a better quality of experience. Doesn't guarantee anything because you don't know who's on the other sietches, but that's what I recommend. And I mean, the community that I'm involved with is linked to the content creator Co-Carnage, so it's part of the Co-Carnage community. But you have to have there's certain requirements to get on the Co-Carnage server. So if you don't watch him, then you probably won't be able to get on, unfortunately. Did I get a key? Is there a key that I'm supposed to get? I think we did. But yeah, it's night and day for me. As a player like I am, then I am. It's night and day in terms of the difference of experience. Yeah. The ammo. Okay. All I'm doing right now is we're doing. We did get enough spice earlier to get ourselves the medium. Sorry, the medium chemical refinery. Now I'm trying to get enough stuff to get a. To get a medium spice refinery. That's what we're after. Looks like we're running out of room. We got some good loot though so far, and this is just one area. What did we pick up? We got albatross wings. Very nice. So that's duraluminum, so that's going to give us faster scout thopter, which is going to be great. I'm pretty sure it's scout thopters only. If I can put them on a Imperial Permits 4, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's for a scout thopter. Yeah, this is all duraluminum blueprints. That's fine. But we did get a ton more of these thermoelectric coolers, which is great. We got more research as well, which is also great. Can always use that extra intel. You get it? It was saying instead of leaving Hagar to go D to each part. Yeah, like it's basically basically what I'm saying is Hagar Basin. Have that as the map as it is now, and just put big areas of sand in between each area, like where those lines split. You just want massive areas of sand in between, so you can still have your big spice blows and your wrecks and stuff like that you've got to fly across. But when you fly across to the other side, you're flying across to something cool where you can land and you can fight it out, build cool bases. I also think that if you were going to have that kind of model, then a Coriolis storm should be like every 2 weeks instead of every week. Yeah. Pair those wings with the marks. Yes, wow. Absolutely. I'm not even at a place to do that. I've literally I only went to the deep desert yesterday. I spent a long time in Hagar Basin. A long time. I've pretty much done everything I can do in Hagar Basin, with the exception of 100%ing the areas for like little camps and stuff. But everything else is done. Every story bit, every contract, other than the Mark 6 cut array, is done. And I say we literally this morning, we managed to get thermoelectric coolers last night to build Mark 5 cut arrays. And we managed to build our medium chemical refinery earlier. So now I want the medium spice refinery, and then the large ore refinery, and then we could start working on getting the next level of fabricators. Fortunately, we got a few. We got a big base. We've got 2 Mark 5 scouts, 2 Mark 5 assaults. We've got 3 Mark 5 buggies and a Mark 5 sand bike. So, like I said, I was in no rush to go to the deep desert with the bugs and with all the other issues in the game. Plus, I really enjoy the base building, so I did spend quite a lot of time building my version of a forward Atreides airfield. So it's like a forward operating base done as an airfield for the Atreides, which is who I've gone down the path of. Cool. Loading. There we go. Let's drop off this gear. And there's our base right there. This is our Atreides air base. All the big buildings at the bottom with our airfield on the top. Done in the kind of style of an aircraft carrier. We've got landing lights to help us center us, and there we go. Definitely works better in the dark. You've completed both sides of the storyline, just now got to start in T3 Fabs. Oh, the game has massive potential. I just think that Funcom had a vision of something that hasn't played out, that the players haven't jived with that vision for whatever reason. And they now have to work out what they want their game to be. Do they want to continue with their vision and fix the game to be in their vision? I think that would be a mistake, personally. Because I think what's clear is there are way more PvE players, and I think they originally thought were going to play the game. So, they need kind of a little bit more emphasis on PvE than they expected. And I also think they underestimated how well PvEers and PvPers would get along, which they clearly don't. I can't think of any games where it truly happens. The closest game I can think of where PvEers and PvPers get along is EVE Online. And the sole reason for that is that the PvEers are needed to allow the PvPers to play the game, right? Because all the ships, all the weapons, everything's player made. So if they didn't have these industrial folks making all the shit, they wouldn't be able to play. So I think that's why EVE kind of works a little bit better in that way, but most games have PvE and PvP servers for a reason, right? Okay, let's get rid of all of these. Spare snub nose. Nah, I don't need that. Okay. Yeah, we're starting to store a ton of crap up in here as well. It's just all carbide stuff though. Okay, right, good. We're empty and we're ready to go back. Let's just get another tiny little bit of water. Your prob is forcing PvE players to PvP to keep up gear and resource wise. I think part of it is the misunderstanding of, it's like a lot of people are like, why do PvEers need tier 6? Well, you got to understand why they play the game. They play the game because they like building bases and having the industrial side. Well, the reason I want the large ore refinery is because it's gonna make it more efficient for me to do the ore, so I can then make things quicker, so I can then participate in the Landsrad. I want the same with chemical refineries and spice refineries. I want tier 6 gear because I want to be able to run the testing stations, which I'm going to have to run the same testing station over and over and over. Well, therefore, I want to run it as fast as possible so that I can get the necessary materials to build the items to deliver into the Landsrad. So, there's a lot of that element of it is for people to understand why PvEers need that higher level of gear. Like, what is it that they need it for? It's not just as a completionist thing. It's their element of this game. Excuse me, their element of this game, by Funcom's design, is there is putting resource items into the Landsrad. That's how you complete a lot of the Landsrad goals. But we need ways of doing that, efficient ways of doing that, and that requires T6 gear. Not sure if you know, but if you go to the Harco bases, you can get the Mark V parts for vehicles, repair them, then vendor them. They give you more money. Do you know what? The quickest way I have found to earn money is basic lubricant. 100 basic lubricant sells for 1,000 Solari. If you go out and do one session with a buggy and fill your buggy with flour sand, and then send your buggy out and just knock down a few of those fuel cell things, you will have lubricant coming out of your ears. And yeah, 1,000 lubricant, 10,000 Solari. 10,000 lubricant, yeah, and it adds up. You can make it so damn quick. so damn quick. Basic lubricant. It is the way. And I've not found any vendors to have plus or minus pricing on it. So it seems to be standard pricing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing to earn Solari. Though right now there doesn't appear to be a huge need for tons of Solari. The other thing on the private server that we're on is because of the state of the game, some of the issues, how players are feeling, the bugs, a lot of people have kind of gone into a maintenance mode. So they're keeping their bases powered, but they're not playing the game. So all of the community private servers have no taxes. So all the taxes are turned off. And that was done up until the point that Funcom either allowed taxes to be automatically paid from your bank account. So if you've got money deposited in Arakeen, right, if you've got money deposited in Arakeen, you should be able to automatically pay your taxes from that, which you currently can't. And so up until that point, taxes are turned off. So all you have to do is power your base. Yeah, you just sell it to any of the NPCs at the trade posts. Doesn't matter where you are. Pinnacle trade post, Anvil trade post, they all take it, all at the same price. It's like a fixed price. I normally sell it to either the Pinnacle trader or to the Anvil trader because I've got bases next to both of those. So, and in fact, the Anvil one's the best one because there's way more flower sand in Vermilius Gap. So I have an outpost still in Vermilius Gap. So that's the outpost I use to make the basic lubricant, and I just have it. I have 2 chemical refineries. One churns out silicon blocks, the other churns out fuel, and yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of fuel. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of fuel. You know, a Mark 5 cut array on a buggy is like 700 or 800 fuel cells for one fuel cell zap. You know? That's a lot of fuel cells. Ah, it's one of these, okay. But right now, I don't really focus on that. I actually just focus on doing this. The reason is that I'm earning enough Solari right now, which I'm not spending. To cover my needs. How? So many people in the server are tired of griefing, like 200 bases are just in ruins. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Oh shit, no wonder I'm losing so much health. I'm like, my bloody personal shield's not on. Yeah, most people right now, I would say, are in some kind of maintenance mode. Either they've quit and they're not coming back, or they've quit and they are just maintaining their bases. Some people thought they were maintaining their bases and have forgotten to power them as well, of course. But yeah, by and large, I think that's the way it is. Yeah. Oh, rad suits. Radiation suits are great. Radiation suits are one of the best pieces of gear that you can pick up and sell to a vendor. Oh, yeah. Is that it? Is that all we're going to get in here? One more of these. Gosh. What? Backpack is full. Oh, it's because we got all this bloody salvage metal. I was going to say. Holy crap. And there we go. That one's done. You're getting 960-ish with a Mark 6 buggy rate. Yeah, there you go. So imagine that, and then go out with a Mark 6 compactor. Get flower sand. There's plenty of places in Vermillis Gap where you can get flower sand so close to the edge, either it doesn't trigger the worm, or you can literally run onto rocky ground, so you don't have to worry about the worm. And then just fill a buggy with a bigger buggy boot up, and you'll have like 10,000 plus flower sand, and you'll be making like thousands of silicon blocks, which translates to tens of thousands of lubricant. And just set it running and let it run overnight. Make sure you got plenty of storage, let it all fill up, and then either use a buggy if you've got a base close enough, or use an assault thopter and just fly that lubricant in, and then watch the creds roll in. Or make radiation suits. If you've got a really good route of like jasmium and aluminum farming, and the materials you need for a Mark 5 radiation suit, make Mark 5 radiation suits, because they sell for, I think, something like 17k or something for a Mark 5 radiation suit. And pretty much every Landsrad that you get the minimum amount of contribution points on gives you 10k each house, right? Give it a go, see what you think. What is going on with... I hate this Mark 5. But it doesn't... Man, I really got to pitch the nose down to get the speed up on it. Yeah, not like... I just don't like the way the Mark 5 flies. Mark 4 flew nicer. Ooh, there it is. Imperial Testing Station. Meep, meep, meep. Make sure we turn our shield on this time, huh? Testing station number 93. But we've not been here before, so there should be more intel at least, which is good. Intel is good. We're a long way still from unlocking everything. Pretty sure these are copied layouts from the Hager Basin station, so I've just got to remember which layout this one is. Okay, it's the poison one. Understood. Okay, where's all the loot? Not much here. Don't do that. I know. Could have static compacted it. Okay. I'm gutted that I don't have much durability really. Well, I can't repair it if this unique, unfortunately. Look at that. That's a weird hitbox. Now we've got him. Gotcha. Getting lots of thermoelectric coolers now. The thing that I wanted the most before I came here. Now I've got so many I don't even know what to do with them. You do all the Landrad stuff, even if Harco claimed it? Yeah, I mean, if we look at the Landrad stuff here, we're pretty good. So we've already claimed that one. I had 43,000 personal contribution to that one. That's nice and easy. Kill sandflies, no contribution to that yet. Nothing on military power regulators. 2.5k on killing slavers. Nothing on that one, which is industry pumps. Got 14k on Adept GRDA 44s, so that's good. 7k in this one. But I mean, you know, a lot of them, that one's 10k Solari, if you can just do the first 700. 10k Solari, 10k, 10k. There's 40k Solari just in those three, just for getting the basic amount. You know, who are we killing at the moment, though? What's this one? Seda... Haggle. That's deliver iodine pills. Ship manifest. Kill Atreides house troops. Okay, that's obviously what I'm doing now then. That's what we're doing now. Hello. Thank you. It does help that we are teched into drill shots. Yeah, the Landsrad stuff, some decent rewards in there. It's difficult solo though, like killing troops and stuff like that, killing scavengers, sandflies, whatever, at 23 points per kill. You need like 600 kills to get the 14k to get all the rewards. kiln. So we'll take that. I will take that intel, thank you. Why is it still here? There we go. Where did you go? Okay. That's clear. Okay. Is that it? I think we're done. We are done indeed. Cool. How are we doing for bag space? Still got plenty. We get a Saturnine still suit mask. Okay. Not getting any advanced mats though from any of this stuff. So we're getting nothing of real value. Not to move into the tier 6, which is kind of rough. There's like, it'd be nice to get at least something, you know, because they did the jump to tier 5 to tier 6 is rough. Thank you very much for the sub on YouTube. We are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, so thank you very much for the sub. It is much appreciated, and I hope you are enjoying. Okay, so we've got a wreck to go to. Ooh. Come here. Let's go do this wreck. Probably have to head home after this wreck, I'm guessing, depending on the size of it. But my aim is to do the wrecks and the testing stations here, to really understand, like, what do we get from it. Like, if I want to farm a particular material, what is it that I can farm from these? Over and above the obvious, right? And also pick up the intel, because that's also a good thing. What the hell? Are you drill shotting me? I don't think so. Rude. And I do want gun parts, so that's good. That's nothing that I care about. So this is like the very first wreck you come across in Hager Basin South. We'll see how close it is. But with Harco people in it. Ha! To the point where they even put the quest item. They even put the quest item from Hager Basin South wreck in this. That's pretty funny.
Someone's here.
Were you running in behind? Sounds like they are. I don't see them. No, you are staying here, okay? Where was the other guy that we killed? Did he fall down the hole or something? Yeah, he did. Okay. Bandages. Oh, hello. Oh. Thought we finished him off. Clearly not. That's the guy we killed earlier. No intel, that's a shame. Syndicate Impaler this time. Scattergun. Okay, not what I'm looking for. Right, we're going to head back to home base, but at least we know we've now done everything. Not going to bother with the cave, so next one is A4. So we're currently in finished A5. Next up is A4. Okay. Okay. Good. So far, a lot of thermal electric coolers, plasteel microfiber, duraluminum blueprints. We got some good intel, so we picked up, I think, like about 120 plus intel or so, which is not bad. But overall, there is nothing I've picked up so far that would significantly help my progression into tier 6 that I can't farm in Hager Basin. So we're just going to drop this off, turn around, come back, and do the other stuff in the shield wall area. It is the PvE area. I know the stuff isn't as good. Blah blah. I just wondered if there was going to be anything useful in these areas, the wrecks and the testing stations, to try and help bridge a bit of a gap, like the odd tier 6 weapon or bit of armor that you could then venture further out. Like we went into one of those PvP wrecks in the PvP zone of Deep Desert last night, and the enemies in there were way tougher. It was really hard, and you're under the threat of PvP and everything else. So I'm like, bridging that gap between duraluminum and the plastinium right now is really, really hard. Because if you think what you would need to get there, you would need your medium chemical refinery as a minimum, right? As a minimum. Medium chemical refinery, and then your fabricators. And those fabricators require quite a bit of spice melange, and also quite a bit of plastinium. So, yeah. Yep, that storm's coming in. Right, land out of the airbase. Pink. And here's the airbase. Yeah, so I mean, if you look at what we're picking up, gun parts, plasteel microfiber, I mean, what you're really hoping to pick up is things like advanced machinery, plasteel composite armor plating. You know, any of this stuff We're not getting any of that. We're not even getting any of these, to be honest. Military power regulators or hydraulic piston. Not getting any of that. Not getting any irradiated slag. Not getting insulated fabric. So we're not getting any of those type of things, which kind of is rubbish. Just lots of these duraluminum blueprints. And of course we're earning Landrad points, right? So that's not a bad thing. Okay, let's get rid of this. That I'm keeping because that makes for good selling. And I wish they didn't have the sandstorm in the base. There's a reason that we're completely sealed, but you know, hey. Another 8k. So we got 186k here. We got another like 400k in Arakeen, so that's not bad. Plenty of ammo. We've got those fuel cells to get rid of. Let's put the radiation suit in here because that's going to be something we're going to sell. That's worth about 17k. So that's worth keeping and selling. And we will... do we want to keep the bandages? No. We'll pick up plenty more of those. How are we doing on our death stills? Death stills are still chugging along. Yeah, only about halfway on these. Okay. Let's ditch the fuel cells. And how are we doing on these? We can still make some duraluminum, so let's do that anyway. Got a good stock of duraluminum. And a little bit of plastinium that we picked up. There we go, so let's put that in the storage. So we've got 212 plastinium, got 740 duraluminum, which is nice. And what is it that we wanted to build next? Is we're trying to build a medium spice refinery, right? So yeah, we need... The spice melange is still cooking, so we should have enough of the spice melange, but we're going to need more plastinium because we're at the end of what we've got of picked up, so we need to do at least a plastinium run. But yeah, the spice melange takes ages to cook. I hope it's faster with the medium. Why can I not jump up there? Oh my god. Yeah, we've got 133 still cooking, and we've got 64 still to go. So we're going to have plenty to at least do the next bit of machinery that we want, and that's kind of how I'm looking at this, is just targeting, right, what's the next target for the machine I want. So after the medium spice refinery, it's going to be probably a large ore refiner. Let's get that, and then once we've got that, then we should be good to go. But we do need more advanced machinery, and I think the only advanced machinery I picked up was in Rex. So once we go back out into the desert, we'll look out for Rex, as well as all of the plastinium and stuff. Right, let's change this back. Too many tools, man. Too many tools. Some of these tools should be like, I don't need a construction tool. Like, let me fabricate a construction tool. Let it have durability, but let it just have a slot, and that when I press the B button to build, it comes out, for example. So some of these tools I find a little unnecessary to have on the hotbar. Still give them durability, still craft them, but have them a little bit more, you know, obvious. Like, you know, pressing a key and you get the, press Shift R or something and you get the repair tool or something like that, you know. The med costs 750 per run and gives 10. But does it make it any faster? Does it actually cook the melange faster? Because that's the thing that takes time at the moment. The large is 10,000 per run, but gives 200. Okay. But for me, it's like, how quickly does it cook it? Because right now, that's what's taking the time. Is the amount of time it's taking to physically turn it out. And a large spice refinery is probably the last thing I'm going to get. Yep. I aim to be in full Mark 6 gear with Mark 6 aircraft and everything by the time that we get to a large spice refinery and the 1,000 melange it needs. Right, we're in A5. We're going to Imperial Testing Station 148. The large takes 45 minutes per run. So that's definitely that's definitely faster there when you think about it. Like, I've been cooking like 100 for what seems hours. That's the wreck. Oh, is that the wreck we've already done? Oh, that is the wreck we've already done. I'm like, there's a wreck, but no. I'm hoping the med cooks it faster, because right now it takes a long old time to cook. Right, so in here somewhere is the testing station. Remains to be seen if we're ever going to get anything good from any of these. Build large in DD, it's half the cost to build. Yeah, but it gets wiped every week. Gets wiped every week. And I don't just play this game. I'm not solely playing this game and nothing else. So I need it to be a little casual friendly, and building in the deep desert is not casual friendly, which is why I'm ratting the desert and keeping my big base in Hagar. You know, I'm a guild of one. I'm solo PvE all the way. So you know, and I've got my eyes on when Path of Exile 2's update comes out in August. Last Epoch, new season, August. Yeah. So okay, let's do this way first. Sweet.
What? Help!
Ooh, where are you? Oh, you're down there, okay. Right. What are you gonna... Are you gonna give me complex machinery, aren't you? Weasel. Take the ammo, because why not? Saves me having to make it. 40k spice sand is 800 and takes 4-ish hours to cook. Good thing is I'm not picking up 40k at a time. in an assault thopter, I'm carrying what in my current one in a Mark 5. I'm carrying what 2.5, 5, about 6.5k I think it is per ornithopter or assault ornithopter run. So yeah, we ain't making that much. But that we've done 2 runs, right? So let's say that I've brought home like, I don't know, 13k of spice sand. That's taken like all freaking afternoon to cook. Okay.
Who's there? Shields up! Help! Help!
Oh, drill shotted me. Cock. Rude. Man, they're not supposed to have drill shots. What's that about? Fuel cells are go-go if you want fuel cells. Anyone in here? No, but there is a star chest and there is intel. I'll take that. I mean, the intel's great. But in terms of getting anything that's even related to tier 6 mats is not. Cope. They called a weapon cope. Why didn't they just call it copium? Increased accuracy and bonus damage for headshots, but with a low capacity clip. Ooh. I wonder if that's a better snub nose than what I've got. I'd be interested to know what the damage output on that is. Looks good, but we finished in here. So other than the blueprints and the intel, I mean, the material rate is a little bit higher, but by and large, it's easier to farm this shit in Haggard Basin, most of it. The only thing is the blueprints, right? The blueprints and the intel you can't, but everything else, it's easier to farm in Haggard. Grey Mauser, hey Ghost, what's happened? Where's the beige? We're talking about beige everywhere, dude. Large spice fab in DD is only 500 build base PvP line. Yeah, not for the. I'm enjoying like the solo ratting aspect of it. I like the kind of coming in, getting what I need, whipping back out. That kind of suits what I'm going for, right? Sure, there's more efficient ways to do it, but at the same time, that does come with an increased requirement for being online and playtime and all that sort of stuff. And here's the beige, Mauser. Here's the beige. But I hope you're ready in September. Path of Exile 2, my friend. Big update coming. Looking forward to that. I hear they're going to add more acts, more story acts. Oh, you cocky move. A lot of guards at the door. What's going on? What do you mean you see someone? Who else is in there? Go away. Oh, it's one of you. Go on. Needs a shield. There it goes. Double headshot. Thank you very much. Mine. Oh, come on. I know there's a mine there. Another star chest, though, so we'll take that. No intel. What do we pick up this time? Tile soft step boots. Ooh, better soft step boots than the ones I've currently got. The ones I've currently got are only aluminum tier. That'll be interesting. Okay, okay. Let's get rid of this garbage. And that, and that, and that. Because that I definitely don't need. That coming out my ears. Well, there we go. Right, where to next? So that's done. Right, we've got 2 more wrecks and a testing station, 3 more wrecks, testing station, 2 more wrecks, and that takes us to the end. Okay. Let's keep a going. Hey Mauser, I see Skill's been having loads of problems in World of Tanks. And had what seems to be quite a huge drop off in numbers. I don't know what all that's all about. Can't believe it's still that IU Jin stuff still going on. Yeah, August is going to be a busy time. Got the Battlefield 6 demo, a beta coming out. We've got Path of Exile 2, big update. That's right at the end of August. We've got Last Epoch, new season in the midway through August. What happened? Daki's numbers are down by half. If last night it was a reflection. Yeah, well, I saw Skill during peak time yesterday didn't break 1.8k. Whereas normally he's up at like 4 to 5, 7 to 8 if there's drops, right? I know there was a whole bunch of drama going on with the IU Jin ban, but I know it's last time I saw Quickie Baby, and he's not been on for a few days, but last time I saw him on, his numbers were pretty normal, but yeah. Man, all that drama. It's just a video game, but IU Jin was treated unfairly in my view. Oh, you ran off. Haha. Peeked round the corner. Oh. Not what I was... Oh, man, I aimed to throw it at him. Because if you throw it at him, it'll hit him and fall to his feet. Now I didn't get the benefit of that. That sucks. Wait for his shield to go down. I guess QB has made enough not to fret too much. Well, I guess the other thing with QB does tend to stay out of the drama. Like, you know, sometimes he creates drama, but a lot of the time because he doesn't mix with everybody, he kind of, I think, avoids some of the drama at the same time. I don't know, I think all of it's pretty crazy, to be honest. Oh, is this the one? This is going to be the one where I need to key out from outside, right? Oh. Yep, there it is. get rid of all that junk. Thank you. Ooh, star chest. Did we just get a star chest cut array? I think so. We'll see what that is in a minute. You'd assumed it was global wargaming issue after the box. Well, it's all stemmed from the boxes in boxes, my understanding. So they did the boxes in boxes Gamba mechanic, of which IU Jin was the first one to essentially boycott it and say that he didn't recommend it. All the other CCs followed, but apparently Wargaming blamed IU Jin for starting it and kicked him from the CC program. Focused Buggy Cut Array Mark V. This unique buggy mining laser boasts increased titanium and stravidium, which is awesome because at the moment I have no intention of driving a buggy round out here because I'd really need a carry-all to make the most of it. Man, that sucks. And that's a dead end. But the issue is that IU Jin might have been the first one to recommend not buying them, but all the CCs recommended not to buy them, and we didn't do this one. And not only that, why was he the only one then kicked? My view is the reason they kicked him is because they wanted to teach the CCs a lesson, and he was one of the smallest creators, right? So you just kick one of the... He needs to be well known enough, but not big enough to rock the community. And I think he fit that bill, and that's why they did it. And I think that's rude. And I certainly know that some of the backlash that Skill had was because he supported wargaming, right? And you know what it's like with the community. If you support bloody wargaming... Ow. Finished? Did we still not kill him? Oh, shit! Only had one round left in there. Oh, cock. Hate these guys. That was a mistake. Always make sure you reload your weapon. See, that was a classic case. If I'd have had the double sniper shot, we'd have been fine, but we didn't, and we paid the price. I also didn't switch to my assault rifle, which kind of could have helped there, maybe. Mine. Anyone else in here? I didn't see anyone. Just a bunch of mines. Oh, bloody thing. Can't cut this because I don't have any backpack space. Really? Really? Let's take that. What am I gonna ditch? Let's ditch that. And Let's ditch those. Cool. We gotta go home. Okay, so we're nearly done on the A line, and like I say, it's proving it was a good test because it's proving fruitful in terms of intel, blueprints, and everything else is just the same old farmable stuff from Hagar. Right, where are we? We're in A3, so it's the testing station A3. What? Why can't I fly out there? Why? Why? Did you really put certain doors on the flipping... Oh, that's really frustrating. That's like begging to be an exit from the map. Like it's got like big red neon signs that say exit. Now I've got to look for another one. And the one good thing is we're pretty close to the entrance in Hagar Basin, so that works pretty well. Skim the top of that. Please, there we go. Cool. There was no wall that we hit, slammed in, and then went down. Why can't we have that in Hagar Basin? Just asking for a friend. There we go. So yeah, basically 2 more grid squares of stuff to do, which 1, maybe 2 trips if we fill up quickly. And then we're going to go out, see if we can get some titanium and stravidium. Napoleonic scenery. What? What do you mean Napoleonic scenery? I'm not following you, Mauser. The aerial view, plate hills, and confit. Ah. Now I get it. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. Hey, we're getting some blueprints there, right? So we got that, a Mark IV leader, John. Okay, what's special about that? Tell me what's good about that. Doesn't carry much water. I know it's got a very small amount of space, but Yeah. So we got the albatross wings. That was good. Right, let's have a look at this cope. I want to see it. So it's only got a 3-round mag, but it's 306 damage per shot. 65 meter effective range. What's the normal damage per shot? Whoa! So the normal damage per shot is 138? Okay, I need that in my life. Right, the cutter ray here. I mean... Okay. Didn't we have another cutter ray? I'm sure it said in the description that it gave... Oh no. Increased jasmium yield. Okay. Mendex Gauntlet. So that's the flamethrower we picked up earlier. That's the scattergun, which we don't care about. That we've made. We're using that. Soft step boots. Same worm threat though. So even compared to the aluminum ones I've got, the worm threat minus 45. I'm only wearing it for worm threat, right? Scrubber. Okay. Right, let's ditch the rest of the gear. But yeah, I want that pistol without a doubt. Right, let's put the cash away. And that's what we've got to put away there. Holy moly, okay. I think we need to put some more corpses in our thing. We must be running low on corpses as well there, I think. We will need to do a corpse run at some point. Man, we got so many particle capacitors and advanced servox, it's crazy. Oh, let's get rid of that. That. Okay. Right, do we have the corpses? We don't have many, so we'll only use the advanced. I mean, we've still got 300k of water. It's not like we're short of water, but we will get to a point where we'll have a depository of 2 million. That's the goal, is to have at least 2 million water that we can kind of build up on. Because there's times when I don't actually need to spend the water, it just builds up and builds up and builds up. So to have like a stock of 2 million, I think that's going to be a good number. Right, let's see if we can, if I can even make this thing. Cope, there it is, and we can indeed make it. So I'm going to make it. Flamethrower is interesting. We've got, can make 2 of them. But give me that. I know it's got a low round count, but to be honest, that's not a bad thing. Let's just store. Okay, yeah, let's just store that in there for now. I don't mind having the lower round count, to be honest. All the weapons I've got a low round count until we get to the assault rifle. But 138 damage versus 306 with bonus headshot damage, and I'm teched into Mentat headshot bonus damage. And it's such a short trip and you've got to go so high, but that's... that's what you need to get through. And that person's base is right in the way. Though it looks like it's not powered. So it might not be there much longer. Toast. What, you're hungry? Like toast and Marmite? Yeah, I could do with some toast and Marmite right now. Right. Deep desert. Let's get these installations and wrecks finished, and then we can start going deeper into the deep desert. We're going to go deep, deep, deep. Flamers. Flamers took me back to Warhammer 40k. Gotta love the good old Promethean flamer. And when you're playing like with Terminators, whether on the tabletop or in some of the games, heavy flamers. Oh, very good. Very nice. Right, where are we going? We are going here. The flamers, I think, could be real interesting. Like, if you've got a testing station where you've got to deal with lots of waves of enemies, flamer could be quite interesting. I wonder what it's like for ammo, though. Right, here we go. Another testing station. Flamer turrets. Were there flamer turrets in 40k? I'm thinking like you had the tarantula turrets, but were there any turrets that had flamers on? I don't remember seeing a tarantula turret with a flamer. What were there? Were there flamer turrets in Command and Conquer? Was it Red Alert maybe? Can't remember. Okay, which station is this one? Suspiciously empty so far. It's very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. But, I mean, if someone's cleared all the enemies out, I'll take all the loot. I mean, I'm not set on killing dudes. Not gonna lie. Free loot. Yup. Got the key. Yeah, the one thing we've got an issue with the weapons that we choose right now is we do struggle with waves of enemies. That's why I took the assault rifle. There's a star chest and intel. And nobody around. Well, if we could just do this with all the testing stations, it would be awesome. Ooh. We just got a lasgun. An Aran K28 lasgun. Wicked. Probably never gonna use it, but wicked. And 30 intel's always good. Okay. So give me something from Mark 6, not Mark 4. Like a damaged Mark 6 vehicle part. That would be really nice. Or a damaged, do you know, a damaged Mark 6 weapon. Right, that's it. That's that testing station done. Well, we got intel. We got another blueprint out. We got a lasgun blueprint out from it, so no complaints. But again, I think we've solidly tested the loot drops now to show that there is only blueprints and thermoelectric coolers are really the only thing that's worth farming from these that you can't farm in Hagar. And while I know we needed the thermoelectric coolers for the Mark 5 cutlery, I don't know how many of them I'm going to need going forward. So I don't know if that's good or bad. We will find out, I guess. Right, let's head on to this wreck in A2. Is the wreck. Is that it there? I think that's it there, yeah. Okay. Let's see how this wreck looks like. As long as it's not got radiation in it, happy with that. No bad guys. But mines. Mendex chest plate. I wear heavy armor, so I wonder if that's designed to keep environmental hazards at bay. It'd be interesting to see how that actually pairs up with other heavy armor. Like, does it addition, or do I lose some of the stuff? Like right now, I get like blast damage and stuff like that mitigated. Get far enough away to when we're out of the PvP zone, and then we go to that testing station, which is right there in front of us. Now, if we're lucky, this one will also be empty. Though, I think by now probably the enemies would have respawned. What's this one? Okay, there was normally an enemy there. No, yeah, there are enemies here. What have we got? You and you. Okay. I'll die from He dodged it. Don't do that. Okay. A few bad guys in this one. Why is my backpack full? Okay. Now that's accurate at range. Look how small it goes. Wow. I mean, if they don't know you're there, and with the bonus headshot damage and the fact it's so high damage to start with, that's pretty nice. Not gonna lie. That's nice. I think we're just full from slots, not weight. Okay, there was no key here, right? No. Key's also the other one. Look at that range. Cool, nice hidden one in the bush. Ooh, and some water. I like it. I like it a lot. Accurate, with range and very high damage. Ooh, what's that? What can I get rid of? Fuel cells. This is gonna be a loot trade now up to the end of this. We did that, so that's that done. So yeah, we got the key, so now we can go upstairs. Where's the door? It's this side. Okay, I'm not seeing any bad guys. I am seeing a star chest. Oh, intel. Bink. Ooh, ornithopter wings. They're always useful. But a star chest is even more useful. Another las gun. And a full suspenser belt. Okay. Let's make sure we got everything in here. I think we did. Bit of water. We gotta go home. Oh, there's another chest. Man, we got some las guns. Loving this pistol. Loving it. Cope. Maybe that's absolutely it. Right now we're getting tons of copium with the pistol. And then when it actually comes to fighting tough enemies, we go, it's only got 3 rounds. Doesn't do enough damage. My aim sucks, so I missed 2 of the 3 rounds. Right. So that's A2 done. It's not possible to place a vehicle. There we go. So we got 1 left to do, which is A1. So there's just 2 wrecks to do. So we'll do that. We'll fly home, which is just through here. Do the 2 wrecks, and then once those 2 wrecks are done, we'll be coming back for Stravidium and Titanium, because we really need to work on getting enough plastinium to be able to get a medium spice refinery. That's our target. And we've got the spice melange, we just need the plastinium, which is a ball ache to get. Really struggle with the titanium. I find more Stravidium than I do titanium, which kind of sucks. I think this is part of the issue why I think a lot of people find the deep desert unengaging as well, is because when I was looking for titanium and Stravidium earlier, like, I don't mind farming and going and mining lots of nodes again and again, right? I'm a PVer, I'm an industrialist, a base builder, all that sort of stuff. I'll mine the same flipping rocks over and over and over. What I find unengaging is flying for hours in the desert, going to all these rocky outcrops, and there being nothing to mine. The grind isn't the mining, the grind is finding it, and that can be a little bit rough, because that's unengaging. Whereas if you want me to mine 1,000 rocks, at least I'm engaged in physically mining those rocks, you know? It's kind of where, in that regard, I preferred the EVE Online model. It wasn't hard to find the ore. Some of the places were in places you didn't want to go, but you knew where the ore was, and when you got there, there'd be a ton of it, right? So you just go mine it. Whereas here, it seems like you're just flying through emptiness, and then you land on these rocks, or you fly around these rocks, and there's nothing there. You might, and if you're lucky, you find 1 or 2 nodes, and then you fly on. So it's very unengaging in that way. It's not like there's tons of materials for you to mine. I'd rather mine more and it be easy to find than spend hours flying through emptiness and have less materials required. Yeah. Permission to land, Eagle 1. Eagle 1, you have permission to land. There we go. There's our other aircraft. Right, let's ditch our mats. We're definitely not short of mats. Not the basic mats. What we're short of is the T6 stuff. Are you stopped? Yeah, because you've got nothing left to build. Okay, understood. Right, so we got lasgun, and Mendex chest plate, and I want to have a look at that chest plate. Right, money, and that's it. Everything else we got rid of. Servox, capacitors. Okay, so that get rid of, that get rid of. That I'm going to keep because I can deliver that. Get rid of that. That. Oh, and that one we can keep because you can. This is the thing with the Landsrad, you can deliver damaged stuff. That I want to keep. That I want to get rid of. That I'm going to get rid of. That I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to keep that too. I think keeping some of the Ornithopter parts is actually worthwhile because you can use them as like emergency, like suddenly you need something repaired. I need a wing. Or whatever. Yeah, it might just help out. So I do keep a storage of spare parts. Here we go. You see, we got a whole bunch of spare wings there.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Large sandstorm's approaching. Holy potatoes. Better get out of here quick then. Get out of here. Yeah, that guy's base is like in a real pain in the ass place. And it looks like he's out because a lot of the areas that you'd fly in and out of look like they're bricked up. So it looks like he's either got that on maintenance or something. Shut the Penna shields down. Which of course is, if you are going to take a break, the best way of doing it, which is to brick up all of your pentashields, turn the pentashields off, and turn everything else off. Of course, downside in doing that is everybody knows that you're not playing the game right now. Okay, we're in sector A3, not much left to do. 2 wrecks. 2 more wrecks, and we will be done in the wall area, and then we're coming back with an assault to farm titanium and stravidium, and hopefully not get ganked. Always a challenge. But I say it was important for me, having never been to Deep Desert until last night, it was important for me to find out by doing all of these, because you can get unlucky with loot tables, right? But it was important for me to find out, are you ever going to get anything decent from these racks or from these testing stations in terms of tier 6? And the answer is not really, right? The blueprints are cool and everything, but they are limited, you know, and they are of the duraluminum tier. So right, here is our rack. Two machine gunners at the door. And two melee dudes, look at that. I have to get a bit closer though because we're stood out in the daylight. Well, that's what you call a shitty hitbox. Come on. Just needed to wait for the shield to go down. Cool. That's a small rack. Okay, we've already got those boots. Okay, rack done. Let me place my Thopter, please. So annoying. There we go. Final one. Final round. Where's the entrance? Is the key. It's going to be the other side, I bet. Or is it going to be this? Yeah, it's a side entrance job. We are loaded up. Ah, it's this one, okay. I know you. Okay. Oh, you're up there. Oh my god. Can you hit shit? Okay, I'm gonna have to. Oh, you cock. You stunned me into my own fucking grenade. That was fucking shite. Are we done? Yeah, that was rubbish. Like, literally, I threw a grenade at his feet and then was jumping away. And then he does that stupid move where he goes to push you away, but it, like, stuns you and pulls me backwards. Rubbish. Don't like that at all. Where are you now? Oh. You're in there. Aha! Go on, start it up. Cute. My shield will hold long enough for his shield to go down. And then I can headshot him with that new pistol, which is amazing. Excellent. Nope, nothing down here. Oh, it hitboxed onto the flipping top of the railing. It's kind of rubbish. Oh! Oh man. I hate the way it kind of locks you in place like that. No, it's not killing him. That did. That did. Okay. Cool. Last wreck is done. Right, we're going to ditch this. We're going to change it into a still suit. We're going to break out the assault thopter. And we're going to go and get some titanium. And we're going to have to dick around in the PvP area, most likely, because there's normally fuck all in the PvE area. I don't have deep desert set. So, we got all the intel. I'm guessing that intel is only good. Is it good for a week, or did you need to? Like, does it after the Coriolis storm? Does it come back? Oh no, I wanted Hagar Basin. Like, does it that intel in those stations come back after that, or does it? Is that it now for those? We have to get other ones. Pretty sure it comes back right after the Coriolis storm. Okay. Ditch that. Fuel cell. Spice infused duralumin, which we've got tons of now. And that. And melt. Okay. Let's put that away, that, and that. Right, I want static compactor out. So we can put that away. I want my still suit and the soft step boots. Which is where? Is that in the other one? Yeah, it's in here. Yeah, let's put these away. Right. Okay, that's all looking solid. Fuel cells. Yeah, there's the 2 fuel cells I want. And the welding tool. And I don't have any welding wire. So we'll have to go make some welding wire. Welding wire, there we go. Cool. It's going to be a bit different now because we're going to be going out in an assault and we're going to go deep, deep desert. We're going deep, deep, deep. That's why I want to make sure I've got plenty of fuel and repair stuff. Do have our still tent? Yes, we do. And I have a Lita John. Yes, I do. So we're not looking for spice. We're looking for crashed ships, and we're looking for titanium strividium. All right, let's check our assault. How are you doing? 83 fuel, 73 wings. Good enough for a run. This thing handles like a bus. Oh, look at that. Skimmed it. Oh, scratched the paint. Scratched the paint on the way through. I wish like Deep Desert and Hagar Basin were at the top. Like they're the 2 places you want to go the most, right? Not these story locations. Right, I want to go up in this one. Okay, and our target is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was here where we found the best amounts of titanium and stuff earlier. So that's where we're going. We'll stock at, well, we'll fly around the rocky out places on the way. Burn the fuel. Okay, and if we set it about there, that should give us 153 at about the lowest sink rate we could ask for. And on average, that gets us about 5,000 meters before we have to boost up again. On average. Depends how well we deal with the transition into vulture mode. One thing I'm not going to bother is these early rocky outcrops, at least until we get to Delta. All of these early rocky outcrops had 0 resources on. They sucked. It was all aluminum and basalt and all that type of stuff. Well, that's just garbage. So this whole thing about T6 mats being in the PV area, you know, when titanium strontium, it's not there. maybe one node. Not sure what you're going to make with that. We're looking for either people in their own ornithopters shadowing us, or we're looking for shipwrecks. I spy a shipwreck. Okay. Got some ship manifest, not much, but it is what it is. But what I do need to do, once we get up to altitude, is I need to put a lot of this. Okay, fine. I need to put a lot of this into here because what's weighing a ton? Oh, this. Oh, that will ditch when we get out. What else weighs a ton? Yeah, the sand will weigh a bit. Armor plating. Sort by volume. Plasteel plate. Sort by volume. So you don't weigh hardly anything, right? Nor do you. That weighs a bit. That weighs a bit. We'll take this, and that should leave us... It's going to be rough trying to get stuff in, but yeah, okay. It won't be once we ditch that salvage metal. Okay. It's worth getting the ship though, because those shipwrecks you can get some pretty good materials. So see where we're coming into. Once we get Delta, I'm going to start checking the rocky outcrops, but until we get to Delta, I'm not going to bother. No, that's just graphical glitch. Okay, we're in D8, so let's go and check out this big rocky outcrop here. See if we get lucky. Stravidium. Titanium's what I really want. That's what I'm short of. But we'll take it. And then what I also want to do is drop that. And then if we put that in there, we'll be able to fast put it in. There we go. More Stravidium down here. Cool. Thought I spied some titanium. That's what we really need. We're in a PvP area though now because of the control point, even though we're in the PvE zone. So hopefully we don't get jumped. I'm not doing any harm. I'm just a lonely guy trying to, you know, get a few maps for my base back in Hagar. Oh, don't run me over. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, it didn't thingy. Ah, you weasel. There we go. I'll take every little bit of titanium I can get. Right. Anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's copper. What's that up there? Nothing. Do you know the other funny thing about being here is all the other times in the game, let's check it out. Is that big enough? That's pretty small there. Let's go to this one. All the other times in the game, when you're in Hagar Basin, when you move to a new area, there's lots of the new maps to find. And this is and not much, if any, of the older maps. But when you come here, it's just full of maps from Hagar Basin, and then the titanium and stravidium like smallly interspersed. And again, I think that's why there's another like barrier here. Is like there's not many nodes of the new stuff, and that's like the first time that kind of happens in the game. Normally, when you move to Eastern Shield Wall, you can't move for aluminum, right? Copper, titanium. I see you. And I also find using an assault as a hauler weird. I really think there needs to be some sort of like freighter, blockade runner style thopter. That's what I'd like. If you're going to force us into the PvP areas, give us like the choice to take like a blockade runner one. Which would be something along the lines of like, it needs to be faster than an assault, probably slower than a scout, can't take weapons, but with at least the same cargo capacity as an assault. Like, maybe not more. Maybe can take a booster and cargo. That please, there we go. Titanium. Right, anything else over here that's any good? No. It's all shite by the looks of it. Basalt, basalt, basalt. Lots of like wrecked steel and stuff, or scavenged metal stuff. Alright, let's keep going this way. Let's check out this one. No, garbage. Okay, and then this one. Stravidium. Nothing. Okay, can you... Oh my god. Oh! Fuck you, game. The fuck is that? They really need to do something with the blades when you get out. If you're gonna make the animation take that long, then I think they need to make it so that they don't interfere with the character. Because right now the animation is like very long and you pop out of like random areas. Like you never know where you're actually going to pop out of the bloody thing. Yeah, nothing there. Next. And also eyes on stalks now because we are in the PvP area. Still garbage. Let's go to the bigger one. These little ones don't have anything on them. And this is my point. Like, for me, this isn't farming. This is just a search grind that you have to do every time you come here because you don't know if it's been picked clean or not. I'd rather mine 1,000 rocks on that one little piece of area than do what we're doing now. And need like twice as much, you know. I mean, look at this. Aluminum, 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 aluminum. Like, why the fuck does anyone need that? There's more aluminum than you know what to do with in the in Hager Basin. So that's literally all aluminum. Oh shit, we got a sandstorm coming. Is it gonna miss us if I stay here? Yes, it is. Okay. So I should be able to get to this next rock area without getting caught in it. That's lucky. There's not a lot of things you can do with a sandstorm out here. You got to try and jam yourself under a rock and hope for the best. Another piece of gear which I think would be cool for T6 would be for the assault and the scout thopter. Like, you can get a still tent. Like in the movies, you see that when the sandstorms are coming, they put the ornithopters under these like covers. It'd be pretty cool if you could put your ornithopter under like a tarpaulin cover. But like maybe you couldn't put it immediately. Maybe it like takes 10 seconds to put up and then like 10 seconds to take down or something. That would be cool. Oh, those wings, they drive me nuts. Look at the rubber banding now. Look, it's just come on, just. They let the wings clip through buildings, but a player can't clip through them. And that's what they need to do. They need to make the wings almost like they're just not there. They have no physical properties. Titanium, finally, it does exist. Do we have any fuel cells here? Looks like that's it for here. Damn you. Okay. Let's keep heading to where our marker was. Afterburners on. I don't see any crash ships around. Let's get set. Again, looking for enemy thopters. Looks quiet at the minute, he says. How are we doing for inventory space? We got space. Right, we still got plenty of space. titanium. That also looks like titanium. Yeah, man. This is what I'm talking about. Give me that, yummy. Anything on this side? More titanium. More, I said. Okay, that looks to be it for over here. That? Ooh, Stravidium. This is a good location. This is a good location. There's more than one node. Stravidium. Oh, there's titanium down there. I see it. I see it. See, look, this is. Oh. Maybe they need to either they need to do something with the wings, or they need to like have you spawn like in a area away from it. So it's definitely quite buggy getting out of the thing at the moment. Where we came in from. Are we going to be lucky enough to find another titanium node? Oh yes, we are, and there is one right there. Thank you. Oh, there's another one. Oh, and another one. Oh my word, they're coming out all over the place. Give me, give me, give me. Oh, come on. And again, it's the wing. And more. Run, damn you, run. Sweet. And there's more titanium and there's Stravidium up on the top. Oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Storage full, just enough probably to pick up this Stravidium node. In fact, is there Stravidium or Titanium? What have we got? Have we got anything else here? Because if there's Titanium, I'd rather take the Titanium. But I don't see a Titanium. I'd see a Titanium. I'd rather take the Titanium than the Stravidium right now. Because we were definitely short of the Titanium versus the Stravidium we had. Okay, the only thing we have to do now is we have to get back to the PvE area without getting ganked. Easier said than done. Oh my god. Oh my god, come on, literally you're taking the piss. Funcom. Seriously. Right. We've got to make sure we come down at a route we can come out of, which is this one. So there's our target. Let's get out of here. So I think we need to travel about 7,000 meters, probably. Okay. Here we are. Can we successfully rat? Can we successfully rat? About there. Okay, we're in F9. I mean, what I can hope is there's been some big spice blows and people are occupied with that. So I think a lot of people in the deep desert now, they're more interested in the spice than they are the titanium and stravidium. That's what we can hope. I also hope this will be enough now to get us our medium spice refinery. Right, so we managed to get 5,000 meters with the glide. Still going. We are nearly at the PvE area, so we've nearly successfully done our rat. So we managed to get in and out in time to boost. I don't like to be too close to the sand. It would be cool to glide along the sand, but there have been so many bugs with Dave the One that it's so risky now to do that because, like, it'll just come out of the ground and, like, take you out. There. Cool. Just chilling now on the way back. Just chilling. Flying the big old truck. C9. I hate this. I don't understand why this happens when it doesn't happen in, like, what have they done? Have they, like, is that some sort of sharding? Like, what have they done that makes it load between sectors? Because it seems like not a good way of doing things, because you don't have that in Hagar. It's like all one thing. I guess they sharded it because of potentially how many people could be in one square. I guess. And I think this is where a lot of people are having frustrations with the Deep Desert, is that from an engagement standpoint, 90% of the Deep Desert is this. %90 of the Deep Desert is hands-off, gliding for miles of empty desert. Oh, worm. Okay, there he is. Because the Thopters aren't that fast in reality. You're doing 153 kilometers an hour. Like, it's fast for Hagar Basin, but for a big open expanse like this, it's not, right? So you can see how this would be not engaging for anybody. It's not engaging for a PvEer. You know, PvEers want to be farming testing stations. They want to be farming mats by hoovering up spice or mining rocks or whatever it is that we like to do. PvPers want action combat, but with this big open expanse and a lot of long flying, you can see why there's... I just don't think the map is... The Deep Desert map area is very well thought out. I definitely like the idea of a Hagar Basin style map with Deep Desert stuff in between it, like big sandy open areas between each of the regions of a Hagar Basin map type thing. Bink. There we go. Okay, Hagar Basin we go. Okay. And please don't have us entering maps. Not in the vehicle we flew in. There must be some technical reason why we can't enter the map in the hover in our Thopter. But anyway, we're home. Safe and sound. Right. Of course, it's the other one. Okay, atmospheric filtered fabric. So we can craft that in the survival fabricator. Can be crafted. Can be crafted. So the survival fabricator's got to be the first one we want to get, without a doubt. Interesting. Right. Oh, that's titanium. That's the wrong place. Strontium. Strontium fiber. Titanium. What did we pick up here? Oh, we picked up this stuff. We didn't get rid of that either. Interesting. Alright, let's get rid of these. You obviously ran out of those. And an improved Holtzman actuator. We have run out of space, ladies and gentlemen. We actually need to build another storage. There we go. Right, plus, so we can make 133. And we've already got 212, right? So that is easily going to be enough for us to make our medium spike. We just got to wait for it to build. How long does it take for them to turn up? Let's see. 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes time, we will have enough to build a medium spice refinery. Hail Hydra, it was good to meet you, so to speak, but gotta run. Happy gaming, not sure which end is. One of your stream buffers about every 3 minutes or so for about 3 seconds. Is it the stream or is it the game? Because I'm showing 0 dropped frames and I'm green across the board on 6.2k kbps stable. So, yeah, let me know about that. I haven't witnessed it doing that. Like, obviously, when I finish streaming, I download the VOD and then turn it into episodes, and I haven't seen it do that before, so it'd be interesting to know.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, if anyone else, Mauser, if you're seeing the same thing, please let me know, because I've got no indications of that on this end. But Hail Hydra, great to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you again. And good luck with Dune. Good luck with Dune, my friend. Hopefully you find a community and a server that works for you. Okay. So it's all good on your end, Mauser. We're not getting the buffering. Okay, that's done. I think we need to go and do a corpse run. I think we're out of corpses. We are out of corpses,
Sector
and we've got
weather
none in here.
A large sandstorm
Let's go and do a
is
corpse
approaching.
run. Okay. Like I said, not sure it's an issue. Double check, but I haven't seen it. Mauser, appreciate that. It's always good. Hey, Hydra, look, it's really important that you say these things because I can't always see it on my end. So if you don't tell me, then I don't know to check at least. You tell me, then at least I can go and check my end and make sure my stuff is all looking good. So I appreciate you letting me know. The amount of times I've been sat here and I've been talking away and my mic's been on mute and nobody said in chat, oh, by the way, your mic's on mute. Sometimes you just don't know these things, so I appreciate you saying. So, no, absolutely. Always let us know. Always let us know, you know? But at the moment, I can't see anything that would say that it's on my end, but good. It's just it has a white circle in the middle of the screen, so only for a few seconds. Might be your end, it's storming here. Okay, no worries. Well, like I say, I'm not seeing anything. I don't think Mauser is, so it might be your end. But I will keep checking, like I say, to see if I drop any frames or if my connection drops or anything like that. But at the moment, I can't see anything like that. But I will check. So thanks for letting me know. It is appreciated. It is appreciated. Or hasn't been... Hey, Mauser, you're going to be loving it, right? Come the 3rd of September, right, is when I'm going to be... This is my last stream, right, until the 3rd of September, because I've got 3 weeks of travel with work, and then I've got 2 weeks of vacation with family, which has been planned for about a year. But on the 3rd of September is my next stream, and we're going to be streaming Path of Exile 2. So, there's going to be more gamba than you can shake a stick at. Big new update coming. And I'm not going to be playing the same rule set that I was before. So I'm going to be playing solo self-found, which means I can't share gear, which means I'm going to need to be gambling like an absolute monster just to get the gear that I need. So you're gonna get so much gamba, it's crazy. I know, like, believe me, I don't mind traveling with work, but traveling with work right next to vacation was not what I had in mind. But unfortunately, that's the job I do. Once I follow you for a week, if it does again, you'll clip it. Yeah, no, appreciate that. Yeah, if you see it and you clip it again, let us know. Let us know. I'll get some other people to check on their end as well to see if they see anything similar. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of gambling coming in PoE 2. A lot of gamba, and I know you love it. What? Oh, come on! Oh, you cock! It bugs out when you try and jump up somewhere and it thinks you're climbing and jumping and climbing and something. Did it deposit the corpse or not? No, it didn't. But I will have a note up on my Twitch about, and also my YouTube as well, just to say that I'm going to be away, and the next scheduled stream will be the 3rd of September. But as always, there's going to be stuff up every single day on YouTube, so feel free to go and watch. We do have a Planet Crafter series going on right now, and throughout August we're going to have the Battlefield 5 War Stories will be coming on, and also the beginnings of a fresh Starfield run, along with the Dune Awakening playthrough as well, to see the full playthrough of that. So plenty of content, at least 2, sometimes 3 vids per day on our YouTube. Oh, what's that spawn? I don't know, but did they just give me a gift from the gods of bodies? Like, they just spawned like 4 dudes right there, all next to each other, where I can just loot their bodies. Man, that is crazy. Streamer luck. That's what it is. Absolutely. Without 100%. Streamer luck. Streamer RNG. Awesome job with this stream. Very engaging. Bad at spend. Yeah, no worries. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. It's great. This is why I do it. I do it for a hobby. I'm not doing it to earn money. Doing it because I love video games and I love streaming and engaging with people. So great to have you on board. That's why, even though on YouTube I'm about to get to the point where I can partner, I don't intend to, and I've already turned down being an affiliate on Twitch, and I have no intention of partnering or being an affiliate, because while I do it for a hobby, I don't want people to watch ads. If I was doing it for my living, that's different, and I get why people do that, because they need to live. But I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and I'm doing it for a hobby. So that's why you will get no ads on my stream. He dodged out of my thing. Rude. There we go, a bit more Solari. All adds up. Right, how are we doing for corpse space? I can get 2 more corpses. Need to find 2 more people to kill. Where are you? I know they respawn pretty quick. Do we reckon he's respawned already? I know this guy up by my base, he respawns like really quickly. We're a bit in the wrong area here to come round. Yeah, really, the game really struggles in this area. No, he hasn't respawned yet. The big builds really give the game a problem. Oh, he's not respawned. Oh, well, that's a few corpses anyway. That'll do for now. They're all pretty close by. We'll, give it a few minutes. They will respawn, and we can go get some more. There we go. Cool. We now have a truck full of bodies. Anyone would think we're in a horror movie.
Demons to some, angels to others.
Yep. There we go. No valid corpses available. What? It's because it's in the buggy. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'll leave one in so that I can just transfer it across. But of course, it's in the buggy, not in the backpack. Okay. We've got max of 600k. So I need at least 4 more of them big things. How are we doing for duraluminum? We need industrial pump. We need to go and do industrial pump run. Okay, interesting. Industrial pump run to get more of those. Okay, so put the bodies. We'll go and do an industrial pump run, in fact. Which means I need my Merc gear. But then at the same time, I want to take these to hand in. I don't want to hand in iodine tablets. That's kind of rude that they're asking for that. Where's my gloves? There they are. Let's put that away. Like so. Yes, if we just check the Landsrad, so that's Regis, which we can't do yet. That's Adept, which we've got some of that to turn in. That's Kill the Scavengers. We're over the second requirement. Wow, someone's done the ship manifest stuff already, but we can still do it. So we'll hand that in, at least, to see if we can get... I don't know if we'll have enough, but we might have enough just to get to that first one, which is 10k Solari. Mark 6 heal kits we can't make. Iodine pills I really don't want to do. That's a lot of agave seed farming. Per pill, though. Pumps in Sentinel City, yeah. No, we're going to do a Sentinel City run. I'm just seeing if there's anything else in the Landrad. So, if we've got per iodine pill, we get 10 at a time, which is 630, right? 630 for 10 pills. So you need to drop off 100 iodine pills just to get to 6,300, which isn't enough even to get to the third area. Ooh. So they weren't such a pain to get. Kill House Atreides troops. We're over the first one at least. Spice-infused iron dust. That we could go and do the star chests, but are we going to have enough time to get enough? Probably not. That one we've already done. That one's Regis gear, which we can't do. That one we've already done. Kill sandflies. We can get to the first level at least. It's just 23 is just not a lot for kills. Military power regulator, I don't want to give that away. That we need to kill slavers just to try and get over that 3,500. Okay. Right, so up here we should have... Right, we've got 2 of those. Can we make any more? How many can we make? 8. That would give us enough. You got a recording of the buffering, you just don't know how to send it to you. You can send it on Discord. Discord is linked below. In fact, I'm on Discord as well right now. So we just need more gun parts. We can always pick up gun parts. There we go, very nice. Okay, and then one more to go after this one, and we're done. And that one is... where is it? Oh my god, I've lost it. This one here. So it's 1,400 points. So if we give 10, we'll instantly get to the 14,000, which will give us the House Seder Heavy Armor Swatch. Cool. Let's go turn these in, and then let's go and let's make sure we got ammo. We do have ammo. So we can go to the Sentinel City. Landsrat Quartermaster.
The Red Duke. How can I be of service today? Excellent. An
Delivery.
unaffiliated house. Delivery for House Seder. Noted. In the name of the... Excellent. An unaffiliated delivery for House...
Cool. You sent it on Discord. Okay. Okay, I don't have the codec on that one. Oh, sort of. Yeah, that's right. I got VLC. Don't worry. Don't worry. So I think it's on your side. So I've gone into some of the like tech Discord things where I are. So I'm getting on average 6.2k kbps in terms of a bit rate on my stream, which apparently is the right one for Twitch. So, and I've got no drop frames or anything. So, from what I can read, it looks like it could be on your end. So, unless there's other people on the Twitch stream which are having the same issue, it does look like it's on your end. The only other way to check it on your side is if you drop down the video quality and see if it still does it with the lower video quality. Just as a test. Right, who did we do? No, it's up here. Yep, so that one's done now as well. So we got 870 voting power. That's not bad for a guild of one. But yeah, that's what I've been able to find out so far. Sentinel cities here. Yeah, I mean, I'm keep checking. I've got like the bitrate graph, and the bitrate graph for the stream is like it's not dropping below like 6.1k. And if you've got a storm going on outside, that could definitely be a cause of it. I just need to get some industrial pumps.
Reveal yourself.
Oh, it's all good. Hey, no, it's worth checking out. Like, as I said. You know, because it helps me go back and check the health of the stream as well. So I've now been able to go back and check that the stream's healthy. According to everything I've read, it looks like it is. But it's something I haven't done for a while. So, you know, now I've done it, I'm more confident the stream's in good health. But it's always good to check, right? catch you next time. Yeah, no worries, dude. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Like I say, it is appreciated. Bear in mind that I haven't stopped streaming. I just can't stream for 5 weeks, and then I will be back straight into it. Back to regular schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. We will be wrapping up the stream pretty soon anyway. What the heck? Why can't I reload, shoot, do anything with my gun? Weird. Okay, there's the ID band. Industrial pump. Cool. Nice. Nice, nice. There's the box we're looking for. 10 industrial pumps. That's not very good. That's not so good. Okay, we got 7 out of that one. That's better. Man, was that it? $17 is all we got. 17 industrial pumps. Kind of feel like that's pretty rubbish. Especially given you need 25, right? And this is the only place in Haggard you can get it. And I haven't... Do you know what? I wasn't picking industrial pumps up either then in any of those shield wall places. So that's a real issue in terms of availability, right? If you can't even get it in the deep desert. Yeah, we just got unlucky with our shipwrecks. Okay. Okay, right, let's see if we can get the rest of this gear sorted. Stop. Okay, so let's see if we can actually build this thing. Move that. Yes, we can. So let's demolish. And then let's build. Oh, does it work that way, does it? Does it fit in here? No, I didn't think it would. Right, I need to... Actually, the way to do this is put it in here. Then, like so, then, and that one, then open the buggy, like so, and then spice melange, there we go, 750, but it makes 10. Okay, so we got another 20 coming. Right. Do that. Then we just got to get rid of complex machinery. Which we've got 500 of now, which is good. Only got 20 pumps, and we need 25. So we've got the duraluminum to do it. Cool, so now we've built the medium spice refinery. Next up is going to be the large ore refinery. Look at that beast. Okay. 360 plastinium. 400 spice melange. And 32 advanced machinery. Now, can advanced machinery be made in the survival fabricator? It can. which kind of tells me I should build the survival fabricator before the ore refinery. What does survival fabricator need? Oh, we've already got enough. Needs a lot of power though. So we need an extra 110 power, and we need one run of titanium and stravidium to be able to get enough plastinium for it, because we got 60. Okay. Yeah, how are we for power? We got enough. We've easily got enough. We need 110. That'll take us to 3524. Okay. Nice. So yeah, survival fabricators next. So just plastiniums we need for that. And then the ore refinery. I'm not trying to get the ore refinery done before I go away, but the other one definitely. We would definitely get the survival fabricator up. Right, that's all good. Okay, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have finished our stream for the evening. We streamed for 3.5 hours, and this is the last stream before I go away. So I will be back. My next stream will be the 3rd of September, and that will be Path of Exile 2, without a doubt. So, but we haven't finished playing Dune Awakening. We're still playing Dune Awakening. We'll probably be playing it a bit more offline while I'm focusing on Path of Exile 2, but we are still playing it, and maybe I'll do an ad hoc stream or something, and we'll play Dune Awakening on an ad hoc stream, or if there's a time when I actually need to come on and do something a particular night. But I do want to focus on Path of Exile 2 when I come back. So, but yeah, still enjoying the game, still liking the game. Deep Desert's a bit kind of underwhelming. But I do want to get those resources. I do want to get the T6 stuff. I want to do as much as that before I go away as I can. But of course, when I go away, it will be very much shutting the base down as much as I can and saving on the power. But we'll be back. We'll definitely be back. Thanks all for watching. You've been watching The Ghost Owl, and I will see you all on the 3rd of September for Path of Exile 2. Have a good night.